Welcome back, everybody. Oh my god, I'm getting feedback from my microphone. Hello, everybody. We're back. Episode 301 of Scuffed Epoch Live. Whoa, with me, Drift Johnson. And you can just about see me. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just mucking about with props. Z Turbo Controlnet Union. That's what they're saying. So we're going to take a little dive into ComfyUI tonight and see what it'll do, see if we can break it. And also take a little look at some of the workflows which I've been putting out lately. There's quite a lot of cool workflows flying around. So yeah, we're going to look a bit of that. I'm still getting some weird echo from this mic. Hello, hello, hello. Getting some feedback my end. So anyway. Yo, Kurt Curtis. Welcome, welcome. And, oh, do you know what? I know what it is. Hello. Hello. Oh, that's much better. Do you know what it was? I was wearing a different hat. That's all it was. The acoustics was all messed up. So anyway, with that out of the way. Steve, get rid of this thing behind me. It's too bright. Steve. I think he's on it. Steve? Steve? That's it. Just click. Yeah, just click that. All right. All right, you good? Okay. We're back. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, do you know what? I'm a little bit high, Steve. Can you just knock it down a little bit? Steve? I reckon about there's good. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So, hello, everybody. Kurt Curtis in the chat. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello. Stuffed to the brim. Is this the #1 channel for stuffed meats? It is indeed. You've come to the right place. Am I excited to open all the presents on my desk? Yep, we're going to have to wait, though. You know, you got to wait until the big day. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm not going to reveal any secrets. Usually all the fun comes between Christmas and New Year's, but, you know. So, yeah, let's dive in. Why am I on my search history? It's like the internet, just there's nothing here, but imagine, you know. Okay. So anyway, ComfyUI news. For some reason, Vestige has gone down. I think basically what's happened is the key is invalid and I have to change it. So probably the key got exposed somehow. Don't know how that happens, but you know, maybe I put out something on the stream without noticing. I don't know. So no Vestige news, unfortunately. Haha. But then that's how that goes. I mean, to be honest, I was thinking the other day, it might be that we refine this idea and make it even better. And so this gets retired and becomes part of the showcase. You know, I don't need to run these services forever. You know what I mean? But I do think they are useful. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got to tell you about that. Did I put any new services out lately? I'm just trying to think now. We showed the Vault last night. So that's the only one that's not listed. I am working on a couple of other things, but they're not finished yet, so there's nothing to show. But we've done a whole bunch of stuff on the workflow side of things. So let's talk about the main feature of the night, which is Z-Image Turbo Fun Controlnet Union, which comes from Alibaba PAI. All right. So, I don't know, has this got a commercial on it? I'm not sure if it does. It might be a research model. Should we see? I mean, you get the idea. It's open pose and all this good stuff. Open pose, open pose, canny, HED, depth. Now, I don't know. It's funny, they're like used video fun. Quite strange, isn't it? But yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can just run it like a Controlnet. I don't know if you can. It might be that it needs to be adapted. Should we see what people are saying? ComfyUI support for Controlnet has been added. Pull. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sync-a-dink. Use model patch loader. Can't do it. Works for me. Oh. Wow. No workflow. Right, let's see it. What's he doing? Quen image diff synth Controlnet. What the? Is that a thing? I've never seen that before. All right. Quen image diff synth Controlnet. And that's going to come off of the sampling. But we're using flow match, so this might need a little bit of adapting. But it looks like it changes the model. So we might get lucky. And then the model patch loader. Model patch loader. And then is that actually going to be in the Controlnet folder? No. So where do you put that? Oof. I'm not really sure. Where does this path go? Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. So yeah, we're having fun, guys. Fernicar, welcome, welcome. Battlecruiser operational, liked and subscribed. Now, where were we? So yeah, we are patching in this thing to see if we can integrate it. Let's just make sure we got that whip done there. And then obviously the VAE. Just get my prompt enhancer out the way for a minute. We might just delete it. Don't know. Prompt. Okay. Basically, there'll be a folder in models which I'll have to put the... it's not in Controlnet. It's not in Controlnet. I mean, maybe I can do load Controlnet model, but you see what I mean? I've put it in the wrong place because it's not really... Maybe I need to update Comfy. Oh! Yeah, and then of course you want the image. So do I have like a pose loader of some kind? I'm pretty sure I do. Pose map. We got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in there, that'll do. Okay. Just fix it on one. Do we need a mask? No. It's interesting that it just patches the model, you know? So, I mean, I'm cheating a little bit with the pose loader, but it should work. I wonder, is that actually in there? It's quite surprising. No, it's probably empty. Okay, so where does the ComfyUI, what is it called? Model patch loader. ComfyUI model patch loader path. What are you doing over here? Come over here. There we go. Come over here, mate. You thought I was going to Google? Don't be silly. It's just a convenient place to type. Let's see if we can get this guy to cook. So where on earth does that go? Mind you, Claude's not waking up. Wake up, Claude. Back up, Claude. It's making giant windows for me now. Don't know why. Oh yeah, the moon. Full moon, guys. Twig and Berries. Controlnet HG says models / personalized model. Thank you, Twig and Berries. Yeah. To be honest, you beat Claude. See? They're not taking over yet. He didn't even open. Useless. Alright, let's go and have a look. So I do like Claude Desktop though, it's very good. He's currently building me a new platform on my laptop at home, which is nice. So let's see. What do I have to do? I've got to create a new one, I bet. I don't think I have personalized models. Nope. Alright, let's give it a blast. It's just an R. It's this job here. Personalized with a Z and capitalization. Model, no S. Okay, and then we should have the new model in Controlnet. It's only 3 gigabytes. It's kind of reasonable considering. I can remember when it was like 12 to 20 gigabytes for Controlnet. So, There it is. Why is there an image in here? I dread to think. I dread to think what it might be. It's clearly not where it should be. Alright. We'll go with the suggestion and see. Oh, no. For me, no. Okay. Model patch loader. We need to know. And then what I'll do is I'll do another way, which was probably will also probably work. Let's do that. Comfy anon. Go to the issues where 3,000 other issues are. Oh, what's this? Oh, don't read it, guys. It'll be scary. So I'm just going to say model patch. What's it called? Model patch loader. Oh, here we go. I wonder. There's a closed. Occurred. Let's read up on it. Should be fixed now. Oh, crap. Does it say anything in here? Get file name list, get folder. Oh, it doesn't actually say what it is. Model patches. Folder path name. Isn't that what it is? Model patches? Hang on a sec. I think it might just be called model patches. Grievous. I'll try that. I don't mind chasing. R. Hey, we did it. There you go. Trace it back, boys. So like I said, if you're ever not sure, you can look for an issue and then someone maybe leaked the code, put the code, and then the code shows the error where it couldn't load from the path, and the path is that. So we backtraced it. We backtraced it. Okay. So that's that. So let's see if we can get it to work. I mean, we probably want to preview the pose just so we know what we're dealing with. So it's just straight poses, okay? I've got Zenkai pose. There we go. We get a JoJo pose. Now what? And then it crashed because I forgot to turn this on. All right. So let's just go for it. Wait, no JSON. We'll go straight ENH. Straight ENH. What? Oh yeah, it's a face fixer. So we're going to be loading my latest Empire LoRa, which we trained in the previous episode 300. I think I did a walkthrough on how to train Z-Image Turbo with RunPod using the official RunPod template. We're going to be using Z-Image Turbo Q8 with Qwen 3.4 billion, and hopefully it doesn't explode. Whoops, it exploded. Well, that was a good run, wasn't it, guys? Hey, we had a good run. So what did it blow up on? It blew up on the clip text encoder. Okay. Should we try for CPU on it? Yeah, let's try for CPU. Strange, I got plenty of memory today, guys. Well, while this is rebooting... that was fun. Okay, LoRa key not loaded. Nice, nice. That's always good to see. Okay. This is my fault. for blowing it up earlier. I was doing research with some WAN models. I was trying to mess around with the WAN dancing model or something. It just blows up every time, even on a 4090. I don't know what tricks they're doing. I set it up exactly like they had it. It's crazy. I just have to run the workflow more than 3 times. It's usually the trick. Oh yeah, I will say one thing which I saw in the news, which was pretty interesting. Did a tweet on it. X.com. So over here. Yep. Anthropic acquires Bun, guys. So, don't know, a lot of you guys are doing vibe coding, so you're developing. Obviously, NPM isn't really very Windows friendly. I mean, obviously it works, but a lot of the stuff we do, we have to mess around. So, people tend to use things like PNPM or Bun, which is one I kind of like. Yarn is another one people like. They're just package managers, alternative package managers, which usually deal with the Windows dependencies a little bit better. And so this is something which I've kind of gone, ooh, this is interesting, because it's an example of Anthropic going, we like those buns. So, like I said, I'm going to start building more with Bun now, just because I'm expecting it to become integrated in some shape or form into the Anthropic ecosystem, you know? Like, I'm not saying it's any different from now. It just seems like if Anthropic are going to acquire Bun, it might make sense to use Bun when I'm doing Claude stuff, because I bet he'll become an expert. I don't know. He's pretty good at it already, but I don't know. It's just something to keep an eye on when stuff like this happens, because, you know, if Google acquired Yarn, for example, that would be a similar type of event. And so, you know, I had to come in and do the old school image gags. Love it. But yeah, follow me over on at Mushroom Fleet, Scuffed Epoch. That's me. Been on here for like too long. Right. We back in business. Watchdog's got my back. As you can see, if you run the Watchdog, your ComfyUI can't die. Well, that's an understatement. It can. It can. But, you know, it does everything it can. He's a good boy. So, let's see now. What was it that was blowing it up? Do you think it's the size of the... Do you think it's the size of the pose? Maybe I should do a little 1 megapixel. Let's do a DJZ megapixel. No? What was it called? DJZI? There it is, DJZI. I don't know why it comes up as DJZI. It just does. But yeah, this is my modified scale to total pixels node. It's in the latest DJZ nodes. Oh, by the way, all of the nodes have now been pushed to the manager, so they should be correct and up to date. Glaring. So let's just chuck it through one of these, clamp it to that. The only thing I did that's, you know, because obviously this is a Comfy core node, right? So why have I made a custom version? Well, all it does is it allows you to specify the downscale factor. So if you're working with a model that can only do 32 or 8 or whatever the specification is to get the best images, you've got the ability to change that. But then you can also resize without messing the aspect size up, you know, or preserve the aspect size. So normally you'd use 32 or 64. I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't really looked up. I haven't done the research to find out what Z-Image Turbo prefers, but because it's using a Flux VAE, I can pretty much say it's going to be 64. If it does, I wonder if it'll explode. So we've made it smaller. It can't be that. Boom! Explode! Instant explosion. What happened? What happened? No image found in API response. Oh, I'm not making images. So why did it crash though? It doesn't give me anything. No images. No errors. Not really. Nothing to do with what just happened. Auto detected CUDA crash. I mean, could it be that I need even more hard drive space? God damn. I got 110 gigabytes today. Maybe I've got... do you know what? I'll delete some models. There's a bunch of models that we haven't even used. I probably got them for experiments and we haven't done them. So it's time to cull the pool. So let's see. What do we got here? I've got a non-Jajuf version as well. Well, Steady Dancer was not good. I'm not going to be doing those anymore. I do want to check out the Flux 2 dev in Q3. It's a lot smaller, but that can wait. At the moment, everything's exploding every time I try to do anything. My goodness, there's a lot of nonsense in here. Quen image FP8, then Quen image. See what I mean? Let's have a little clean out. Right, what's this? 2.2 T2V 5BQ. Yeah. We've downloaded so many models. In paint. Yeah, get rid of that. What's this? High noise. Oh, I suppose I can keep that. Keep the base. Flux Crea. That was cool. 2.2 vase. I think that did work. Yeah, it did work. Yeah. I think that's probably a decent amount, like 120 gigabytes. That's a decent chunk. Okay. Alright. We're all blue. I mean, for the sake of argument, I'll do a tree size and just check. Make sure there's nothing like massive and silly going on. But, I mean, what more could you possibly want from me, Comfy? Don't even have 500 tabs running tonight. Yo, Dragon Diffusion. Evening, what are we doing? I have my control nets, but I'm not enjoying them for Z-Image. Well, we're just seeing if we can get that workflow to run. At the moment, I've got the Union, which was only 3 gigabyte. I mean, I could change this over to instead of a quantized. We could use the Keyjive version. There we go. Do that one instead and see. I mean, that shouldn't make any difference, I'll be real. And I shouldn't need to put the clip on CPU either. Do you know what? Let's just hit those. Alright, so what we'll do, everything's set up. What I'll do is I'll bypass the enhancer and just go raw prompt, you know? Yeah. Okay. Did it crash immediately? Look at that. As soon as I hit the button. In the middle of my backswing. Literally, as soon as I hit the button, dead. 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 It's literally, I mean, it was like an instant gibbage. So there's clearly something going on there, which is not something I've done. Do we have a default workflow so I can just chuck all this out and just see if there's something fancy? Is there a default workflow in that repo? Can I get a workflow? I bet you can't. Let's try it. Comfy examples. Zimage. Nope, not in here, not yet. Not yet. Image. Nope, not yet. And the Controlnet's weird. Alright, tell you what, let's go to Zimage again. Zimage. Oh my gosh. Yikes. There we go. So that's where I was at. Let's have another quick look here. So it says the ComfyUI support. What the? Okay, it says this ComfyUI. We go to the poll again. You got a simpler one? Yeah, share it in the Discord. You know, as usual, people post images and they don't like even an image of a workflow. Ah, hang on. I think we might have one here. Let's see if this one works. Oh, the server's currently down anyway, but yeah. Oh, and that's a text file? So I guess we'll just change that to JSON. Oh, come on. Yep. How long until the watchdog kicks in? Not long. Alright, I'll see if I can trim some space. Just in case it is that it needs more than 100 gigabytes to run this thing. I don't see why it would though, because I mean, even if you like quadrupled the size of everything, it would be less. So my page file is 78 gigabyte, which is pretty big. So that means that 78 gigabyte, if I've got 110, then I've got to get 28 gigabytes of memory in like free. But that's assuming my page file is locked, you know, like fully loaded. And I don't know why it would be. Oh, do you know what it is? Do you know what, guys? I've got a funny feeling. Is it just because it's been on for so long? See, this computer never gets turned off. It's just been on for weeks. I bet if I restart the server, all the problems go away. My page file brings all the boys to the yard. Yep. It pretty much. I think that is our problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the executive decision here. Alright, let's close all this crap we don't need. Where's that? Can I like pin this? Yeah, pin it. Okay. He's now offline. He's now offline. He's now offline. I suppose I could empty the recycle bin just as my last act. My final act is to empty the recycle bin. Just because you never know, there might be something big in there, I don't know. Alright, cool. So, how many... okay... Get rid of that. Yeah. Why is it... Are you sure about that? Okay. Get rid of all this. Get rid of it all. Okay. Wish me luck. Well, I'm not going anywhere. The show doesn't stop just because the computer died. But it does mean that, well, hopefully that'll fix it. I bet it's just my own fault for not restarting for too long. Yeah. Windows temp files, that's a good one. It's still restarting. The spinner's on the other screen, you can't see it. That's how it be. Oh, that's a good sign. It's like you think, oh, I'll go and make coffee real quick, and then the computer just like instantly comes back. So you never know what it's doing. I think it's back, guys. Yeah, you just can't see it doing its thing. Right. No. Hey, we're back. So I wonder if it's working now. That'd be great. I went too far. Yeah, I'll get the API up. Oi, I was moving that. Oh my god, I'm getting barraged with updates. Yep, thank you Discord, trying to move it, can't move it. Sorry mate, you gotta dox this, gotta get doxed. That's how it goes. That's how it be. It's also, yeah, doing a bunch of nonsense. Right. Don't you love computers? They're great. They've just kind of been doing their own thing for years and no one really paying any attention. Okay. I don't... It's like, do you want to upgrade this? Do you want to upgrade that? No. I want to use the computer for the thing that it's for. Right. Oof. Oh, nice. You guys would have got bombed then with the white screen. But luckily for us, the Elgato's broken too. He needs to be power cycled. Just a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it back in. Give it a quick hot swap. I used to call it kicking the cat, but it's, you know, not really. There is no cat. It's just the El Gato. So we're back. Can I get a browser? Yes, and the Comfy is back. Alright. So we're back in business. Can we crash it? I don't even have Watchdog running. Well, let's see if we can crash it. Instant crash? No instant crash. Wait, there's still time. I bet it'll work now. Diabolical monster. Yeah. Logitech update. Yeah. Ho. I think the issue I had earlier, it wouldn't have mattered what workflow I loaded because something was fundamentally not right. God knows. We'll see. At least it's trying to load it this time. Before it just died. Last thing I'll do is update Comfy because, to be honest, I use a bunch of different Comfys. But I'm sure I've made a bunch of images with this model, so... Cool, it doesn't like those LoRa's, does it? It looks like a bunch of errors. Oh! Cannot access local variable where model is not associated with value, so yeah, whatever that is, that doesn't work. We did what it asked us to do. But, no. Okay, plan B, and then we'll go to Dragon's workflow if this also doesn't work. So, yeah. Change that to that, change that to that, and then it's good. Okay, right. There's your Controlnet union. Look, that's the same thing I just did, though. Wait a minute. Use that. Latina female. Yeah, sure, that'll do. We'll see it work, will we? Will we see it work? Oh, same errors. Model patch loader. Spot the LoRa being used. Okay, right. So. No, I'm not using a LoRa anymore. I'm not using a LoRa anymore. Well, like I said, I was getting to your workflow, dude. Just patience, Stanley Sam. Basically. Essentially, you put it in general. We're mad. No one will ever find it. Alright. Let's try it. So same message, because yeah, I'm using the FP8 scaled from Kajai. It's the same one, it's just a day one. They for some reason Black Forest put it out as .sft and I never bothered to rename it. So it's going to want an image, right? Yes. Let's give it that image. Woman, photorealistic. Yep, cool. Alright. Let's see if Dragon's workflow's got the juice. It might be some problem in my ComfyUI, dude, because it seems like all workflows with this don't work. So what did you do differently? Oh. Load LoRa. Ah, well, we're just not doing that. We're not doing the LoRa. Is it going to need me to start it again? I don't know. It's like it's getting stuck on there. Okay, right, cool. Run it again. There we go, same issue. This is definitely something with my version. It's got to be a Comfy update. It's not crashing on start though, so this is all actually progress. You see, you start off where you click run and it crashes instantly. And that was on me. So let's see how hard we have to update it. Because there's a soft update, which is relatively easy, and then there's a harder update, which I'll have to relink my model folder because I use a symlink system. It's easy to do. So, how are we doing? This is just a reload. See, front end is outdated. I've got 1.30 and they're on 0.32 now. Ugh. Right, well, again, like I said, we've done the soft update. We'll do the hard update next if it still doesn't work. This is working for Dragon, so I can only assume. I'm guessing, no, cannot access local variable model where it's not associated with a value. I guess I'll have to do the hard update. I'm taking the plunge, boys. I mean, sometimes it's worth to show the process, so like I said, if I go over to my current machines folder, which is a brand new install like a week ago, so, or maybe 2 weeks ago. What is that, 24th of November? Or is it 13th? Okay, so to be fair, it's maybe a month old, or it's like 3 weeks old. I run it with the scheduling API, see, so. But if I go into update and just do this one, that should force the front end to update. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so like I said, I use a symlink for the models. So as you can see, there's no shortcut icon on the folder anymore. So we're going to have to put that back. So my sim reset system's pretty straightforward. Just got to get a terminal, please. And then it's going to be Python sim dir. And then I keep where it should be right here. There we go, machines 15, and then this is where they actually are, back in 12. And then we delete the empty models folder, which was created by the update. And out we go. It should be doing that by itself, Dragon. I shouldn't have to do that. Because what would be the point of an update script? This bit's me, I map my models to an external folder, so that's on me, but I shouldn't have to do pip install for the front end. As far as I'm aware, it already did that in the previous console. And I already closed it, classic. But yeah. So let's see. Yeah, that's on them. I mean, there's no reason to do the Python update within 3 weeks of install. That's silliness. So, you had the same problem? God. Right, so the real issue is, let's have a look and see what it actually says. What does it actually say? Okay, so it does update Pi. Requirements path, current requirements. Interesting. So if it doesn't exist or blah blah blah, do that. Stable update, which is that one. Front end package equals 1.33.10. It should have done it. You see? I'm just looking at it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just tracing it back to see what it says. Whether it works or not. That's a different dice roll, my man. But I agree. I'll keep an eye on that. Thank you. It looks like I just died. Alright. Forget the API for a minute. Already got CUDA deprecated stuff. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, we're back. All right. So let's see if we get the same error, yeah? It's when it hits the actual loader. Oh, because it might be that has been updated to support this, which is common. So then if I don't have the latest thing, it's never going to work, right? So it wouldn't have mattered. It was never the workflow by the looks of it. I mean, we've still got to get past the VAE, but it's stepping. It's stepping. Okay, it's not following the control net. So we've got an image though. We're getting an image now. I mean, it's not going to make any difference. It's just going to stretch it for the size of it. We're not getting the control net at all. I wonder if there's like a selector you need to do. Like in previous control nets, you would have to select which control net it was sometimes. Because we're guessing that it can just tell from what's coming in there. I'm guessing that it doesn't need a mask. And if it has a mask, it thinks it's a different control net. I don't know. I'm just going to take the mask off and see what happens. Thank you, Dragon Diffusion. He's here in the chat if you want to talk to him for the workflow. I got a feeling mine will work now. Okay, so first of all, let's just change it over to something a little bit more. But I do like it though. Women at the beach, that's my classic example. We didn't ask for anything, guys. We didn't say put her in a red bikini. It just says ultra detailed, okay? So how about I do this classic anime woman with red hair wearing military sneaking suit. That's what I call it. Holding two guns. Direct the shooter. Yeah, aim two guns. Yeah. Aiming two guns at the camera. I think I normally say shooting. Two guns at the camera. Okay. Let's just recontextualize our outputs here real quick. But yeah, see, we're getting a good control net. The fingers are good. The face is there. Might use Canny instead, just to see if we can get a better impact from it. Ah, now then. But wait. This is going to be the thing though, guys. Right, so... just break this out a bit. Okay. Very tidy workflow, by the way. Very nice. Okay. There we go. No control net for you. I think that'll work. I think we'll get away with it. No dirtiness. So I just want to see with and without, please. Because I got a feeling like that's just a good image and it's not. Oh wait, that is a control net working, guys. I mean, you know. Water gun, please. Right, yes. Water pistols. Shooting two water pistols. It's not a very good, maybe I should say the black leather. Gonna have to describe that a little bit better. Wearing black leather Military sneaking. Okay. So apparently they're water pistols now. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's definitely it is doing the thing, guys. You know, like there's your control net. So no control net. There we go. Okay. Let it run for a few minutes and just get a feel for... Oh, change the seeds. Of course, of course, of course. We are silly, aren't we? So what do we do? Wait for it to finish. And then increment and increment. There we go. They should go up at what? They should be in sync then. So there's no LoRa loaded here. Do you know what? I should actually load my LoRa. Let's just modify this real quick. Yeah, I've got a LoRa. I've got a Thora, which is trained for this model. Where is it? Ah, it's called TH0. And it will be... I think I went with the 2500. And then we're going to have to put animate. I can't even spell. Woman. All right. Good luck with that. Have we even... Yeah, maybe. Maybe the next one. It's trying. It's trying to make Thora. Wow. Wait a minute. That's got no control. Oh yeah, damn. This model's been trained on that pose. Okay. So the the one on the right is using Controlnet and the cuss and the LoRa, right? So I forgot. That's really funny. So the one on the right occasionally might be better because it actually was trained on this exact image, okay? So it's a little bit unfair. Even though there's no control net, the one on the right was trained on that pose. Yeah, that's still better to the control net. It has messed with the identity a bit. I reckon we should turn the LoRa strength up to compensate. But, because it's quite low at the moment, 0.6. See, that's good trained identity, even though the eyes are the wrong color. That's an easy thing to fix. But that is following the control net perfectly. Will LoRa beat the control net? Yeah, find out after coffee time. Do you know what? For coffee time, I'm just gonna literally disappear. Yeah, Steve, it's coffee time. But if I randomise the pose, I'll have to randomise the prompt. Damn it. Oh well, all this and more after the break. me just sit back down. Am I back? Oi, Steve, get that camera back over here. Yeah, good. Yep. All right, we're back. So if you've just joined, welcome, episode 301, Scuffed Epoch Live. Here we are. We are doing testing on QuenImage Turbo. I'm using the FP8 scaled, and we're using the new Controlnet Union from Alibaba. So on the left we have the Controlnet Union output with the input Controlnet at the top left, and on the right we have the output from the same exact pipeline, but there's no Controlnet involved, right? It is a LoRa. So if I go and turn the LoRa off, we won't be getting this character. It'll be generic. Okay, so we can do that like this. No more LoRa. So after the next image is done, we won't be getting the character anymore. And this prompt is very bad as well. I'm not using good prompt right now. It's bad prompt, but it's a prompt which we can test. We can A/B test because it's not complicated. Literally, like, you know, the bare minimum I need to make the trigger, make the LoRa trigger. But you can see that on the left it's following the Controlnet very well, and on the right, yeah, see, it's not my character anymore. You could argue it's like, well, what's the difference? It's like, well, if you'd seen the source images, that would be the difference. But interesting. Not even anime. See, that's very good. It's following the thing. Yeah, I think what we should do is increase the prompt, you know, increase the depth of what we're doing here, the detail, because this is a very, very bare minimum. So if I take away the guns, well, like I said, we needed that anyway. We don't need that. So let's chuck a bit more in here. So if I bring this out to there, it gives me a bit of room to play with here. So we'll go with scene. No, not scene video. That was something I was doing earlier. We'll try the pose randomizer first. So I've got Zenkai video pose. No. It's just pose mode. I could have sworn I've got one with prompts as well, but I forget. Was it image prompt? Image prompt. Image prompt v2. Okay, that comes with a prompt, so that might be a bit better, because I could just plug the image into the DW pose. Yeah, so what should we do? Probably do a Thora, because we got the Thora LoRa available. Alright, so string goes in there, and then quick before it makes another image. Hopefully that's... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to do that as well. Quick. Too late. Cancel that. Probably GIMP that generation run. Okay. That's not good. No Controlnet. So is it because it can't? I'd be surprised if it couldn't pick it up. Let's do something a little bit else-ish. What about coffee time? I mean, oh my goodness! Right, so it's the LoRa's. Wait, the LoRa's not even loaded, so that's just the prompt. That's pretty close. it had nothing. It had an empty Controlnet, and it just made it darker. So I sent a black image into it, and it just made it darker. It's interesting. So there's your Controlnet. I guess it put her there, and yeah, it's a bit ropey, isn't it? It's fine. just drink the coffee and move on. Oh my god. For science, let's put my Laura back on. At least they'll have maybe more clothing, not sure. Okay. So this would be the output from normal. This is with the Controlnet on the left. You definitely do lose a bit of something. But I think you could probably compensate by turning up the Laura on this side, maybe. Something like that. It just seems like the Laura's going somewhere strange. Which is nothing to do with my my set. You've got to laugh. So Ooh, there's a thing we might be able to make better there. So hang on. Image size. Get image size. Give me that, and then plug that in there and there, and hope it doesn't destroy the entire workflow. Okay. Oh my god, I dread to think. We need to get this under control. Do we have a QVL? Yeah, go for QVL. Might be hard to read. Double sampler refining pass because the Controlnet destroys detail. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because it might be better to just do image to restore it, but then that's, you know, basically the same thing, right? Because look at the difference, right? On the right we have the correct style and it's closer to what the character should be, but it doesn't really follow. Obviously there's no Controlnet, right? Oh, that one's just dark again. Let's go for something that isn't Thora. Something else, like Empire style, for example. Yeah, putting a black image in is actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Just put a black image in there. They seem to be still making... Oh, it's because the input images were square. Yeah, but look, the detail's just way better on the trained version. If you've seen any of the previous Thora outputs, you'll notice that it is the recognizable character when it hits all the right, you know, eye color, hairstyle. When it gets all that right, it hits the mark. Okay. There's no Thora tags in there now. Okay. So what do we get on the other side? Okay, well at least it got the anime style still. Do you see what I mean? Like the Thora trigger's gone, but the anime's there. Ish. It's definitely done an anime version of what it was going to make. You see what I mean? Interesting. Oh, wait. That's a scene from my Laura, but anime. So it's trying to do the thing. So there's your Controlnet. The Controlnet's an absolute mess. I think what I need to do is get like cleaner Controlnet and inputs here. It's not that anymore. Right, let's see. Do you know what? We probably want to get a preview so that we can see what we're doing. I do think that maybe we do insect invasion and then do a text concatenate. Yes. No, it's string concatenate. I always get my text and my strings mixed up. String concatenate, not that one. Wait, well actually that would work, but I don't know why I prefer the other one. This one, Durfu's one is nice. I don't know why. So I can just go in the append and then into the thing here. And I'll say, I'll just put the trigger for the LoRa in, right? So THORR for woman, wham on. Woman standing in front of thing. So then we like just try to inject her into the scene. My God, the echo in here is really strange today, guys. I'm getting like weird feedback from my microphone. But at least the audio is working again. Oh wow, nice Gundam, bro. Cool. Oh wow, look, the same Gundam with a black image put into it. Just gave me nice contrast. Kind of looks massive as well. Like this one just looks like it's not that big and we're close to it, but this one for some reason looks ginormous. Interesting. It's like it's like way bigger than that's was too big actually. Okay, so this is insect invasion with Thora standing in front apparently, but I don't think. No, the LoRa is loaded, so have I got the right LoRa loaded? What the hell's going on? Ah, yeah, here we go, hang on. Let's go for 0.9. Insect invasion is the prompt. And then I've just injected the trigger in front of it. Should get something. Oh. Anime. Maybe do a bracket anime and then go to the end like that. It's a bit of a hack, but a bit heavy. Okay, it's getting closer. Looks a bit like Sharona though. Like Sharona in grey. Okay. It's not doing it at all, is it? Very interesting. Well, there's the trigger. We're not getting a control net from these images, I think is part of the problem. Spy suit portrait. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, look, it's the same. It's very similar. Like the outfits I'm getting are like so similar to some of the things I do. It's just, I guess it's just clothing in it, guys. Just clothes. That's what happens. Can we get a control net? Okay, we got anime girl. Good start. Yeah, sorry for all the the arachnophobia. So we're moving away from the insect stuff. Don't worry about it. Still no control net though. Like that was just a nothing. You know, we just put a black image in. So it probably, like I said, it's union. So it might just take that as being a color or a depth. I don't know, or just an empty map. See, we're just putting empty map in. That's good, even though the eyes are the wrong colour, but yeah, so it's weird. We're still getting nothing, so that's what it was. It's not picking up that, whatever, it doesn't pick it up. Are we actually plugged in, right? Yeah, oh, something weird's happened here. Let's pump, no, 512, yeah, 512. Something weird happened there. So it's just going through prompts. Yeah, the estimation doesn't even work for me. I used the same one though, so it's doing this one first, and then it's doing the Controlnet second, but I might have to just put one. Have I got my woman model in there? It might have been too big to put in there. Woman Laura, yeah, that's like lots of women just standing about, so hopefully I can get some actual Controlnet maps, because like at the moment it's not really listening to me. Like we're not even putting a Controlnet into it, you know what I mean? The open pose is failing, so it's just going off the prompt as best as it can. So Laura on the right. I mean, technically they both have the Laura loaded. I might make a separate pipeline which, you know, doesn't load the Laura, but at the moment I'm just trying to keep it simple. So it's not great. Oh, it's significantly slower suddenly. Strange. It just I guess it means it actually, yeah. That's why it's slowed down. It's actually doing it. All right, cool. So let's see what it actually does in the end. We should get a decent, you know. Let's see, who was it? What was it? It was a ballerina. Okay. 2080. Ooh, wait. No, we are resizing that. We should get a preview of the, there it is. Preview's right there. Okay. Wow, much slower. Well, you know, it was taking seconds before. Now it takes 1 minute 30. So it'll be interesting to see how big it is. Funny though, this is the non-Controlnet. Might have to get a citation on that. Okay, so it's done a bit of a double because it's too tall of an image, but the top image is good quality. If you just cropped out that whatever that is, just crop that out and just take the top. That's good. It's good quality. It's does that match the pose? Not really, but then there's no Controlnet here, or there shouldn't be. You know, there's always a chance that I've infected the pipeline. But as far as I know, that there doesn't use the Controlnet. It takes it from here, which is the breakout point. I do think actually that this is too high and we should probably be using something else. There's a bunch of stuff, but we got different workflows to check out for that, so I'm not going to mess about. It's all right, Dragon. I know what double sampling is. It's all good. But by all means, share it in the Comfy workflows. Other people would love to know, I'm sure. You know. The image... Oh, Christ. Okay, so... the image was a little bit large. It seems like your resizer isn't resizing. That could be part of the reason why it kept exploding. It's trying to make ginormous image. Hang on a minute. No wonder it's slower. It's like doing auto tiling, I bet. Let me check the logs. Don't know. It's not saying it anymore. It doesn't say it. Okay. But yeah, that is interesting because it went from doing 9 seconds per image to doing 2 minutes per image. And I think the reason is because the input images are 2080 by 3120. And they just got sent straight in. It says here resolution 512, but that's not doing a damn thing. It's making giant Controlnet. Oh my god, the next one, right, we need to stop it. It's gonna explode. The images are like way too big, guys. Okay. And we're actually putting that in there as well. So the problem was this image here is not it's not resizing. Okay, I got an idea. How about I just do that preview there and just take them all from there. Oh wait, not that one. Yeah, just take it from there. Yeah, try that one. Get image. I've already done it. It's right here. Get image size. And then it's 4,000 by 7,000. So yeah, you know, we can just resize it if we need to. The thing is, it's supposed to be resizing. Yeah, in fact, look, this doesn't resize. That's all. It doesn't resize, this node. I had this problem before. It's partly why I see what you're saying. You're saying, right. I'm seeing what you're saying now. I fed the image in there. Right. So the question is, how big do I really want it to be? Because I like it being dynamic, see? So I'll put in my image size adjuster and that'll solve it. It's not a big deal. We've solved this. We solved this last year. Here we go. So then we just use these instead. And get rid of that. It's dynamic now. So. Yeah, that should do it. And I reckon that Quen is good. That's 1080p. So I think that should solve the problem. Let's see. Let's see if we've solved it. Should come out at about 1080p. Wait, are we? Yeah. Cancel whatever you're doing, mate. You're crazy. He's trying to do a 7K image right now. It's all right. I've got to resize. Look, Fernie, you mean my one? We were talking about this just earlier. What, you mean my node? We're just waiting for Comfy to stop, by the way. I'm not just doing nothing for no reason. He's decided that he's not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Interrupting. Nope, not interrupted. I'm not doing it. He's like, I'm not doing it. I need to crash. Where is he? He's trying to sample the impossible. I might have to just kill it. Because it's just annoying when it does this. So many errors. Yeah. Cancel job. Yeah. It's all good. But to be honest, I want to test out if this works with the flow match sampler, because we got better results from that, and the flow, the shift right now is like 3. That's super high. So there's a bunch of stuff that we could do with this one as well. What's it doing? It woke up and he's on the case. I didn't know it could resume a queue when it's not finished. Is that a new thing? Alright, get this out of the way. I mean, that's not Controlnet. That is. I mean, it tried. It did try. Even though it's a complete mess, it did try. Put it back on instant. Okay, that's a bit of a cleaner map there. Do you know what? Let's get the original image up there next to it. So we can at least see what the hell's going on here. Whoa. Get rid of this. It's too much. Right. Okay. Alright, so no Controlnet on the right. Can't remember. Did I load the LoRa? Yes. Is it 0.9? What the? What the hell happened there? LoRa strength. My LoRa strength too high? I bet. Dragon said he had the same problem. The LoRa's struggled. So we've got the right one. Am I on a different? I'm on a different model, aren't I? Ah, yeah, woman LoRa. Right, and the prompts are coming out of there. So let's just do some fix here for a woman with short red hair, wearing military sneaking suit, basically black leather, isn't it? Yes. You can just say Yoji Shinkawa and let it cook. But yeah. Lord save us. So it's supposed to be doing this right now, I think. I tried to do some kind of hand sign from the last one. I think she was holding a middle finger up though. I mean, it is following. You know, the Controlnet is following, but it doesn't play nice with LoRa. Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, you definitely would have gotten a better image without the Controlnet. Let's turn the LoRa off. The thing is, this isn't... It doesn't seem like a complete... Oh, hang on. I fear for... Sometimes I'm like, are we getting some kind of pipeline leaking thing going on? Because now we're getting the character without the LoRa loaded. It's just super strange. Ugh. And the thing is, that character isn't in the prompt that we're using right now. It's just a... Now that's more like what I should be getting. I mean, it's kind of difficult. I mean... These have changed now, but so the LoRa is coming through on the right, but no Controlnet. So that's actually what I expected to see. We should be getting the better the character here. It's funny that she's just standing in front of. Okay. Didn't follow because that should be on this side. I wonder if there's a way to compensate, because it's doing it on the right. We're getting our LoRa for this prompt, but I think I'm gonna get woman with hand on hip. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay. So it's done the pose, but it's lost the style. Right. Okay. So how about we do basically what Dragon was talking about earlier. So I'm going to put these two here and here, put that back up there, and then I'm going to turn the second row into an image to image, straightforward really, or it should be. Yeah, so we'll just get one of these. No. Ah, right. Wait, yeah, it's doing one of them. So we'll get a normal VAE encoder. Okay. And we'll just get the output image from here and put that there. And shuffle that across. And there we go. Get rid of... Oh wait, hang on. I'm an idiot. I still need that. I still need it. Nice and obvious. With the same prompt. I mean, it's a bit hacky, but it should return the character to her original style. There's no control net here. Ah, right, of course. 0.6. Probably too late. It's going to be too strong. It'll make a completely new image. But so we should get woman. Yeah, she's doing the pose. I mean, it's sketchy. By the way, the reason there's two women is because I've said make my character standing in front of whatever's happening in the background. So it's a bit of a cheat. So what we get is we get the woman in the background. There's another way of doing it, which I can get rid of the extra person, so I'm going to see. Okay, that's returned it to what it should come out like. Okay, I think my denoise was too strong the first time around, so let's see. So there we go. Look, we got the woman, the ballerina. But the pose it extracted is this. So that's bad pose. Okay. I mean, like I said, we need to do better with the prompt for this. I'm just giving it the same prompt right now, right? Because technically it's using the same conditioning and stuff, so it's not split apart. That's an easy thing to fix. We just make one for that. And then move away from using this injector and instead swap. So I'll target something. So let me just see what's actually coming out of this thing first. So yeah, let's go do a show text. Useful for probing. Oops. Get rid of that, put it up there. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a woman standing. So what I'm going to do is, because this is a woman data set, it's going to be easy to do a prompt swap. Yeah? So I'll say prompt swap. Okay, so I'm going to say woman. And then whenever it sees woman, we're going to change it to anime Thora woman, blah 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 blah. Right. Which might get a bit confusing, but it'll work. Whoops. Put it in quotes because it's multi-word. And just sort of, get rid of this. And put it in between. In betwixt, and then that'll swap. Do you know what? Let's just get a preview on it there. Alright. Wait for that to update. Short skirt dancing in front of a body of water. I mean, yeah, kinda. Ooh, why is the size changing? What the hell? 1088. What happened there? Oh, it's taking it from the input. Okay, so we're now doing this one. We've got this pose. They both look pretty good. Last result came out with this and refined it, and of course now we get two of the same character. So now that's why I've done this swap rule, so it should just make one character now. So instead of putting my character in front, so before, first time we had generated prompts, but they weren't for the character, so we just put our prompt for the character to trigger it, to make sure it works nice, and then now we use the swap to swap any instance of woman for our trigger. So now there aren't two women, there's one woman in the prompt. So we get one woman. And then the next thing is we have to make the prompt better, because at the moment we're just putting the same prompt in, right? Which is fine. It's going to work, but it's going to be imprecise. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drag this out. Let's see, can I bring that all with me? Yeah. And like I say, this is now my dedicated sort of prompt for the top one. Give it a positive and a negative. Control C, Control Shift V to keep the links, and then we can have a special one for this side. So what I probably end up doing is be like saying, put the anime trigger in brackets or something, just make it a little bit more specific. Anime style, anime, you know. So looking at the prompt, anime Thora woman. Could just edit the anime and put it into brackets. But then I could probably just do that at the start. Hang on a sec, guys. Anime. Let's see if I'll get away with that. I might break the regex, see. She's skateboarding now for some reason. What do we reckon? It's trying, isn't it? It is trying. I'm giving it some random images to mess around with, so. Doesn't appear to be... Ah, of course. Well, we haven't really done anything yet. Alright, that's another thing we hadn't tried. And there is the Controlnet strength to muck about with as well. We haven't edited that either. We've used 0.8 throughout. Because like I said, it does follow. When you get a good... What is it? It has tried to do the thing. It's trying to do the thing. Bless it. Some incredible flexibility there. Just looks... It does bring the character out a bit more. I think maybe 0.75, which is your default, really. Didn't follow. Laura is not loaded. Let's load that Laura back up. Because we are getting good. It's good there. And that is bringing in the leather and stuff. Let's see if we can get it to work with the Laura. Yeah, my prompts, because the prompts don't always match, you know. If it says standing and stuff, yeah, oof. 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 That's not great. Did it forget to edit the prompt or something? Yeah, it didn't do it. Ah, I broke it. Okay, I knew I broke the regex, guys. That's also on me. Hacker. Breaking the scripts. Okay, that'll work now. going to make broken stuff. Yeah, better stop it. Better stop it. It's going to make dangerously broken images. Okay, so we have ourselves a woman in front of a wall doing a pose. That should be easy. That should be easy. It should match though when you think about it, because the open pose is being driven by the image which is tagged by the prompt. So it should all work. It should work. But I think what happens is sometimes it just fails. Okay. It tried. Apart from the strange shoe, I mean, it's trying. What the heck? It redrew all of the bricks and turned them into all kinds of jazz. Yeah, it's too strong. That's too strong. Let's try 64. Oh my days. You need to be very careful with these models, man. You never know what's going to pop out. Oh my days. So to be fair, she was sitting there in just a towel. Fishnets and a towel, okay? So to be fair, it's not really the model's fault there. Forgetting a little bit. Interesting. So it's actually overcooked. Like, you can see that there's a mottling in the background that just wasn't there before. So that tells me that Laura's strength is still too high, which is crazy. Or maybe too many steps. Too many steps. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm running turbo, guys. I'm running turbo. I only need 8 steps. Okay. The images are good though. Bit random. It's included the stripiness. And it is the right pose. I think it's got like maybe limited knowledge of poses. Maybe that's why some of it works. Because look, see, that's like she's touching her toe, right? And then the open pose has interpreted it as just this. So then it's not really the model's fault if it doesn't do the leg in the air, because it was the map. Oh, it didn't even know what the heck's going on here. Maybe I should put it back to 20 steps. I'm thinking maybe I do need 20 steps after all. The default was 9. But then again, I wasn't using res, I was using Euler. Okay, so yeah, that's the character. Wrong eye color, but that is the character. And that does match, like... Okay, so those two match. The pose was actually read pretty well. See, that's not bad. These are actually starting to sing. It's kind of interesting though. I didn't have to hook this up in the end because as I did it, I was like, well, what is the prompt? And it's basically the same prompt. So it's doing weird stuff here though. That did not follow. That did not follow at all. Alright, well, I reckon let's stop this one. Yeah, good timing. That's overtrained as well. I mean, not overtrained, it's like too strong. You can tell because like everything has become really interesting, like everything's like marble. It's all trying to turn into other pictures basically. Interesting. Turn this off. One more without my Laura. "20 steps because it breaks the distillation." Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. We like turbo. Oh no, wait, no. I just don't even have that model loaded. What? Okay, so I gave it this Controlnet, not the greatest Controlnet. And then it made guy standing on head, which to be fair is actually kind of hard to do. Because normally the model doesn't want to do people upside down. So that's like a happy accident or something. Right, let me get rid of this because I don't need it. Yeah, that's right. We want to try out Turbo. And get that Jajuf in there. So I got Z image Turbo. Let's see if he can handle it. And for that, we will put it back to 8 steps. I just want to see if it even can do it. It might just make noise. It's worth a blast, right? Oh my. Let's try again. It just basically pulled out woman in bedroom. Give me a sec. We can do better than that. Oh dear. It seems to be getting stuck on it as well. Dear. See, the woman dataset has 770 images, and they're all high quality public dataset, you know? Because at one point, there weren't, funnily enough, the models didn't have it. So very early on, I had just built my own. I released it a bunch of times in different models as well. I think it was just literally called DJZ Woman. I think I did it for 2.1 SDXL, and then you didn't really need to do it anymore, to be honest. After Flux, it's like, yeah, it knows. Have we got stuck again? It does this sometimes, Comfy. You'll stop a job and it will just freeze for like 5-10 minutes. Or it just crashed, I don't know. Come on. What's going on here? Interrupting prompt. It's just like it just gets stuck. Yeah, that means quit. Right, try again. It's funny. Z image checkpoint saving that upside down man generation. He knew his time was limited. So he pulled out the, you know, woman in her underwear. Like, what the hell? You've got to be careful with those prompt randomizers, man. We back in business? Right, let's go. What do we get? Same image? Nothing. There we go. That's something a little bit more stream friendly. So we got woman walking on the beach. Very artistic. And then we have open pose, walking in the void. God knows what it'll do with that. There's no LoRa loaded, so it should just be the open pose result. The suspense is killing me. Any day now. Oh, just a second, ladies and gents. If you'd enjoy the coffee time for just a minute, I'll be right back. Hello. Alright, let me go back. What? What's that? The freezing is people harvesting your data. That's funny. Could be anything. So let's see what we got. We got a woman at the beach. Didn't follow the control net at all. I mean, it's a kind of interesting picture. It's tried to make the woman's white dress from the prompt with the black leather that I put on top. My LoRa shouldn't be loaded at this point. Okay, so what I've learned is that it doesn't like LoRas. It seems to fight your LoRa, which isn't great. But it does do Controlnet, so you could always do a two-stage thing, you know. So don't load the LoRa. Do your LoRa in the refining stage. So get your pose, and then, you know, get your pose, which is like the right type of image, and then transfer that into the character in a second stage. That's probably what I would do. I'll be experimenting with that to see how it works, because yeah, do you know what? That's not bad. I mean, it doesn't look like the original woman, right? The angle's slightly changed, but if we just blow this up here. I mean, guys, you know, you can talk about refining the image and stuff, but it is vaguely anime Thora in the pose that we asked for. You know what I mean? It is pretty much. I reckon if you just had like better control, if you had better pose inputs, you know, because I'm just hitting it with random stuff so we can test it. But I think with a little bit more design, if like the inputs all matched, you know, I think this is going to work quite nicely. So yeah, good stuff. We got a Controlnet. So now all I'm looking for is a IP adapter. And I was wondering, do you think the Flux IP adapter works with this model? Because I mean, crazier things have happened, right? But that'll be something I'll be messing around with, something maybe for people to muck about with. So let me see if I can go back to this other workflow, which wasn't working before, but maybe it will work now. Let's try it. Oh, what? Huh? Oh, just do that. It should, well, we'll see. I don't know what it'll do. It's way too high. That's way too high. I think they said up to 0.6, didn't they? In the spec, 0.4 or something. It is Lumina, yeah. Lumina IP adapter might work. Ah, yes. Oof. Oof. Okay, 0.6. That was too high. They were both at 1. You know, the diff synth Controlnet and the patch, they were both at 1. So we've turned them both down to 0.6. We'll go again. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Hell yeah. What was that, 1K? No, it's bigger than that. Yo, that's massive. Okay, so it's a little bit oversized, but damn. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We've been trying to get that to work for a long time. Save that one. But yeah, this is flow match. Okay, so it's a little bit different from the other workflows that are flying around because it's using the flow match discrete. Okay. So yeah, it turns out my workflow was fine. I spent the first 15 minutes mucking about with it, just killing itself every time you hit the run button. had to restart the computer and update ComfyUI and update the ComfyUI front end separately. Once we've done all that, it just works. So yeah, there was never a problem. So that's nice though. Because yeah, I can remember Dragon. If I don't remember how long you've been around for the thing, we used to do the triple back before Flux, pre-Flux. We had the SDXL triple workflow that was the triple sampler, made really nice images. It's funny. Takes me back. So yeah, this is actually confirmed working with the Z-Image Turbo Q8. I want to hit it with a couple of other. Let's just proof this, okay? So let's get the Controlnet and see what it's actually putting in. I want to see it actually match, alright? Because this thing's been squirrely all night. Let's put it on increment mode and go. In fact, it's probably better to put it on the side, isn't it? Just put it there. Am I in the way? A little bit. A little bit. Are you running or what? Hey, right. Huh. I'll be surprised if it can get that pop. That's a hard pose. Yeah, I do like a progressive resampling thing, so I wasn't really trying to ever fix eyes or hands specifically, because I found if you just did multi-stage, it would do that anyway, you know? I mean, I don't know, I don't think it followed it. I think it just did what it wanted. Let's just let it keep going. Do you think it might be trained for a certain size as well? Maybe it wants to be... Yeah, that's massive. We can turn that down. Holy crap. Making massive images right now. No, it's just making stuff from the LoRa. It's not even... I can't blame it for trying. So, working but inconsistent, as in it's not, doesn't always follow. Alright? Had to try it, you know what I mean? Alright, let's put it back to the main weights. Oh crap, that's still turbo? Hold up. Put it on the main one. There you go. And then, no, not there. Where is it? Where's the steps? 20. There we go. Stop. We need to restart it. Oh. Oh, thank God for that. For a minute though, I thought he got stuck again. Okay, so I may as well bother with the recap. So yeah, blah 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 blah. GitHub. If I scroll down somewhere, I'm pretty sure I've got a GitHub repo. There we go. So DJZ workflows. That's where I keep all my workflows. You can get them all on there. There have been a number of workflows added to the API native for all your latest Nano Banana editing stuff. We also have added a bunch of new workflows down to the Z-Image Turbo collection, and then also the Foda 2 pack is growing, but it's not big enough to showcase yet. It's just the basics so far. So, you know, but just so, you know, keep, like I say, a little bit of a roundup. There's more workflows as well, but like we did one for sprites. I think it was a Nano Banana. Yeah, sprites. So we got a whole bunch of different things for different stuff. So keep an eye on or git pull if you've already got this cloned. It's the best way to do it, is just to git clone it. That's crap. Nah, it's not even doing it. It's not even doing it. So that means the previous method remains the best. Which is your workflow, Dragon. Stop. This one. So far, it's this one. All right. Let's see if we can make it better. Let's see if we can make it more better. Change that up a bit. It's using Aura. So how about we use model sampling flux instead? Not flux guidance, but model sampling flux. Okay, I haven't tried this. Oh wait, no, I have tried this. I mean, I haven't tried this with this setup. So I'm just going to pin it at 1 and 1. And we're going to have to give it the same width and height values. Wait. Whoa. These ones. Width and height. Okay. And then we wait. That's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Character, check. Pose, check. Damn. Damn, it didn't even mess up the heels. Like normally, you know, you get a foot here and a foot here. It all kind of becomes a big clump. But that actually came out okay. She's not anime though. The style is kind of, you know what I mean? It's going, it doesn't know, is it anime? Is it photo? But I figure if you get a good image, you can transfer it. You can do style transfer after. Really what I'm looking at is it actually, oh, that's strange. When it nails the pose, I don't know. Let's see how it does this one. It could just be that the character Laura I'm giving it doesn't have good knowledge of the ballerina pose. But it has got good knowledge of walking down the corridor and stuff. So it's able to do that, but it's not able to do the other thing. I don't know. I don't want to fault the Controlnet necessarily, because it might be my model's just not that elastic. It's pretty good, but you know, the more you try to go away from what was trained, the more generic it's going to look, I think. I think that's my theory anyway. I'm going to go with that. Because it's kind of like it puts the blame on me. Because I trained the character Laura, right? And she's never doing any of these poses. So when I'm asking for that, really you're asking for more answers from the model, aren't you? Not from what was trained. So then it's like you're going outside of what it thinks that is. Like, what the heck? I don't know. Claude's written you a monkey patch for IP adapter to use Flux and Z-image. Ooh, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea there, Dragon. You should definitely do it and release it so we can all use it. So, is it following the Controlnet? Yes. Like, that did follow. But I think some poses are outside of what either the base model knows or what my character is defined as. And so those two things will cause it to come out of what it knows. But I'm just guessing. There could be a bad seed thing going on here too. I suppose what I could do, just to sort of... I've got an idea. I think I've got an idea of how we can solve for this. But it's annoying. Because I reckon the copy paste won't let me. Let's see if we get away with it. Prompt execution failed. What are you talking about, Willis? Did it stop? It did. It actually stopped. Okay. I don't know why. Okay. Because this character has a bunch of LoRa-aware programmed enhancers. So I could use the ENH dynamic, which I think is like establishing shots. I could use that, plug that in there. So this is the open router. So basically just an additional LLM to go in between my prompts and the model. Which is funny, it's got one built in. We need more LLMs. But we won't need the prompt swap then. Right, so I'm going to take the string is going to go in here, and the image will go in there. The output will go in there. Alright, I think that's basically looped in. Let's just do one and see how it goes. You'll probably say, you've got no money. Invalid API key. Okay, explosive anime combat scene, Thora, woman, da da da. So we're going to get a much more, a much more detailed prompt, but it should be aware of the image. So yeah, much better. See, so we've got the input pose, which looks like this, and then we get that gives us a nice control net, and then with the Thora, and it's trying to do the thing. Okay, let's get some more consistency, please. At least we're getting good, clean inputs now, because I tell you what, it was frustrating. Hey man, you can't get it every time, I guess. I mean, it's giving it a good go, right? It's really trying to do what we're telling it to do. And did we just miss? No? Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, it's trying, like I said, it's trying to do the thing. I think if you actually bothered to put in good inputs and stuff. Dragon says about Claude, he's too confident though, which worries me. Yeah, I'm always worried when he's too confident. Sometimes he's so confident you can tell him it's broken and he'll tell you you're a liar. It's so funny. And then one time he went on a 5-minute side quest, like 10-minute side quest, trying to prove that when I told him it wasn't working, that he was right. Actually, the code's right. I've looked at the code and the code's right. There's nothing wrong with the code. You must be testing it wrong. You need to clear your cache. You need to restart the browser. You need to hit hard refresh. He went and gave me all these things I had to do, and in the end, the bug had not changed. And after all that time, he goes, oh yeah, actually, I should have listened to you. Oh, yeah, actually. And I was like, this is silly. I was like, I know, I told you. I gave you the bug and you told me I was wrong. So, yeah, they got to watch out for that overconfidence thing. It's funny. So it's doing its best to try and do the thing. But again, like I keep saying, there's limitations in the model and there's limitations in my character training. So whenever you're not inside the overlap of those two circles, things get a bit ropey. And like I said, we're using photos from my woman data set. So they're just like a bunch of public domain high quality images. Because that tends to work nicely with OpenPose. Sometimes OpenPose doesn't understand cartoons, so I tend to use poses from this collection and then just let the AI reinterpret it to whatever the prompt is, and usually works nice. Is that a double image, or are we on random mode? What's going on here? Something must be on random mode. Anyway. An excellent addition. Like I said, if Dragon gets an IP adapter, or if an IP adapter becomes available, I think that will make because the biggest problem with prompting, the model knows what you want to make and it can probably make it, but the problem is we don't know how to ask for it. It's almost like if you went to a foreign restaurant and you know what you want, but you don't know how to say it. And that's the issue we have. And so obviously Controlnet gets the physical properties of composition and pose and all that sort of stuff, proportion. All that stuff gets solved by the guidance system that is Controlnet, right? Because all that is pulling out what's in the model, because we can't describe it accurately in however many characters, right? And so IP adapter is basically the same idea. We give it something to crunch, and then he can get close to what we're trying to communicate. Because really what it comes down to is, if you're being honest, if you knew exactly what to type, you wouldn't need Controlnet or IP adapter. But that's a crazy, all these different clips and LLMs between us and the weights. That's why we need all this stuff. And that's how Nano Banana can do it as well, incidentally. He's doing it for you. Okay. So yeah, we're doing some crazy stuff. God knows. I dread to think. Ah, that one actually came out. That's funny. I wonder if it just refused to do that and just went with Thora with the gun in the end. Oh yeah, of course. I've got the enhancer on. Let's try a different enhancer. Try Epic. Oh wow. She looks like fun. Hell yeah. Hey, that's where my stool went. Claude has told you you only need to train 500 images on a clip that you inject. Why do you need to train? Whoa, it managed to do it. Whoa, wait a minute. That's a good one. See, every now and then he gets it right. Isn't that funny? Why do you need to train? What? Oh, what? You need to train 500 images into a clip? Fair enough. I wonder if it can do it. It nearly did it last time. Damn, it did do it. It did do it though. I would say this is actually solved. See, the thing is, what the trick was, I had to give it an image-enabled input to the prompt enhancer. So a vision-enabled prompt agent was able to look at the input image. But it's inconsistent though. That's just completely a different thing. So Dragon says we train the clip to understand images and then make the transfer stuff. He's always a token monster. You can't get around that. Alright, so let's just recap then, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's completely not. It's completely different, thank God. That one was going to be spicy, but the backgrounds are looking good. We don't want the spicy nonsense. That one was good. So you really just can't predict it. I think there must be a bad seed element to this as well. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm back on the turbo and it's working. I can't, it's very inconsistent. I'm like, okay. So actually I can get the character in the world. Whoa. What the heck? There's some strange images in my collection. They're all fine. It's just, what the hell am I looking at? Oh, it's a woman underwater. Got it. And you get this pose. Okay. Yeah, no idea. No idea. Alright, well, there it is. So, yeah, basically, we're going to be back on Friday. Went a little bit over time tonight because it's fun. It's always fun making images. We're back making more images. Same time, 8 p.m. UK on Friday. Don't forget to come and check us out over in the Discord. We're usually in there often. So, like I said, come by and join us. And, yeah, we're back on Friday with whatever happens between now and then. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.